But actually, as I was walking out of the waiting room, I saw Chris Pratt. And I remember thinking, oh, he's perfect for this.
Welcome to MsMojo, where today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 actors that should have gotten the role.
Hello, it's me, Mario.
For this list, we'll be looking at the performers we think would have served a role better than the actors who actually got it. If we missed any of your favourite almost castings, let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Ralph Fiennes as Norman Bates, Psycho. In a world of remakes and reboots, there are some classics that should just never be messed with.
I hope they are watching. They'll see. They'll see and they'll know and they'll say, why, she wouldn't even harm a fly.
Most Alfred Hitchcock films generally fall into that category, but that didn't stop a remake of his horror masterpiece, Psycho, from hitting the theatres in 1998. Vince Vaughn starred as Norman Bates, the creepy killer at the centre of the story.
I hope they are watching. Probably watching. They'll see. They'll see and they'll know. And they'll say, why, she wouldn't even harm a fly.
Vaughn is a capable actor, but has an aggressiveness that's unlike Anthony Perkins' slyness in the original, and it makes the performance a little obvious. Ralph Fiennes has the ability to come off a bit weaker than Vaughn, and the acting chops to make the character more complex, and thus scarier.
I'm going to kill you, Harry Potter.
Number 9. Mark Strong as Lex Luthor. Batman vs Superman, Dawn of Justice.
Yes, Superman.
When Jesse Eisenberg was cast as Lex Luthor in Batman vs Superman, we don't think anyone expected things to go south as quickly as they did. Eisenberg is a very capable actor, but his choices and mannerisms as the Superman villain felt manic and out of place in the otherwise self-serious film. One critic even said it felt like he was lifting straight from Heath Ledger's iconic turn as the Joker in The Dark Knight. Yikes.
You're psychotic.
That is a 3-syllable word for any thought too big for little minds.
A better, more interesting choice might have been actor Mark Strong, who has experience playing bad guys in movies, but is usually able to balance the really out there aspects of his characters with the quieter, more sinister moments.
Supervillain.
Supervillain! Supervillain!
Worse. Much worse.
Number 8. Michelle Lefebvre as Victoria. The Twilight Saga, Eclipse. In the Twilight universe, Victoria is one of the more out there, fun roles to play. A nomadic vampire, she becomes obsessed with exacting revenge when Edward kills her mate, James, in an epic fight at the end of the first movie. In the first 2 films, Michelle Lefebvre is a wonderful Victoria. She has the ability to look fierce and vulnerable at the same time, a rare combination. But apparently due to scheduling conflicts, she was replaced by Bryce Dallas Howard in the franchise's 3rd film. Bryce Dallas Howard is fine, but she feels like too familiar a face to really disappear into the role. Plus, we were already used to seeing someone else.
Don't listen, Riley. I told you about their mind tricks.
Number 7. Hugh Jackman as the Phantom of the Opera. 2004's The Phantom of the Opera is a bit of a mess, but it's a fun mess, so we'll let that slide.
Damn you! You little blind Pandora! You little demon! Is this what you wanted to see?
However, what we won't let slide is a real missed opportunity on the casting front. Hugh Jackman of Oklahoma and X-Men fame was originally cast to play the Phantom and would have been perfect for the part.
Oh, what a beautiful morning! Oh, what a beautiful day!
He can sing beautifully, but he's also a little menacing, a combination that the Phantom needs. To our great dismay, Jackman had to drop out because of scheduling conflicts with Van Helsing, and Gerard Butler got the part instead.
You will curse the day you did not do all that the Phantom must stop you.
Butler did a pretty good job for an actor who hasn't really sung before, but we missed out on Jackman. Number 6. Winona Ryder as Mary Corleone. The Godfather Part 3. The Godfather Part 3 is widely considered the weakest of the Godfather movies, and a lot of that comes down to the film's performances, particularly that of Sofia Coppola, daughter of director Francis Ford Coppola. Most film fans probably mostly know Sofia for her own directing career, which has been wonderful to watch unfold. But let's just say we're glad she got into directing, because acting really wasn't her strong suit.
I believe you.
Michael Corleone's daughter, Mary, she's stiff and unemotional. Winona Ryder, who dropped out of the role at the last minute because of nervous exhaustion, would have put the part in much more capable hands.
You better do it now, and you better do it fast, because the world doesn't owe you any favors.
Number 5. Ian McKellen as Dumbledore. The Harry Potter franchise.
Let the feast begin.
In the first 2 Harry Potter movies, the late, great Richard Harris plays the iconic character with the perfect amount of warmth and whimsy. When Harris passed away before the 3rd movie, it was hard to believe anyone could take his place.
Welcome to another year at Hogwarts.
Michael Gambon took on the role for the franchise's last films, and while he nails some of the darker parts of Dumbledore, he really misses that necessary warmth.
Therefore, I must warn each and every one of you, give them no reason to harm you.
We think Ian McKellen, who reportedly turned down the role after Harris died because he thought Harris wouldn't have approved of the choice, would have been able to nail the perfect balance of light and darkness. After all, he'd already done so with another famous wizard.
And what about very old friends?
Number 4. Charlie Hunnam as Christian Grey, 50 Shades of Grey.
There's some people who say that I don't have a heart at all.
Why would they say that?
Because they know me well.
Before the release of 50 Shades of Grey in 2015, actor Jamie Dornan was known primarily for his role as a serial killer in the drama series The Fall. Dornan was really good at playing a serial killer, and brought some of that creepiness, mayhaps a bit too much, over to his role as Christian Grey, an enigmatic billionaire with a proclivity for BDSM.
I thought it was you.
Before Dornan, the role originally went to Charlie Hunnam. Hunnam was excited for the role and said he and co-star Dakota Johnson had great chemistry. However, fans weren't that excited, and Hunnam eventually dropped out due to scheduling issues. We would have loved to see Hunnam play Grey, hopefully with a little less menace.
If you want to be naughty, what happened to a little smoke and a poke and a glass of wine? Some Barry White, candles around the bath, and put your finger in the missus.
Number 3. Corion Kakilcha as Tiger Lily, Pan. Many directors have taken on the Peter Pan story over the years, and in 2015, director Joe Wright decided it was his turn. However, he put his foot in things when he cast white actress Rooney Mara as Tiger Lily, the Native American girl who is friends with Peter Pan's lost boys.
Thank you. I hope everyone enjoyed the local food this evening. The haggis, of course, is not Hawaiian, but rather a reminder to my father to stay away from the kitchen staff.
Fans and moviegoers were so outraged by the casting that a petition circulated asking for Mara to drop out. Unfortunately, the film proceeded as cast. If we had our say, the role of Tiger Lily would have gone to Corion Kakilcha, a native actress with the skill and action chops to pull off the role.
I think an entire nation died this time, Mr. Dole.
Number 2. Janelle Parrish as Alison Ing, Aloha.
Oh, Captain Ring.
It's Ing.
Oh.
It's like ring, but without the R or the I. It's just Ing.
In another 2015 case of whitewashing, Emma Stone was cast in the movie Aloha as Alison Ing, a character who is supposed to be 1/4 Chinese and 1/4 Hawaiian descent. Emma Stone was an out-of-left-field choice for this character, and a choice that left many movie fans feeling confused and frustrated. A better choice for the role would have been Janelle Parrish, an actress who was raised in Hawaii and is of Chinese descent.
And you need to set a good example for Kitty. No gorging on chips before dinner and clean room.
Parrish would have been able to bring a real authenticity to the role, and an authenticity that the movie desperately needed.
Congratulations, Spencer. You figured it out.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Rinko Kikuchi as Motoko, Ghost in the Shell. And of course, our number 1 spot involves yet another case of whitewashing. Ghost in the Shell is a popular Japanese manga series led by a strong female protagonist. An American-produced version of the film had been in the works since 2008, but the movie didn't come out until 2017, starring Scarlett Johansson in the lead role. This, of course, brought forth a slew of controversy, with fans wondering why a Japanese actress wasn't cast in the lead role. A perfect choice would have been Rinko Kikuchi, a Japanese actress who had already proved her chops in movies like Babel and Pacific Rim.
You think so?
I know so.
She would have been great, and this could have made her an action star.
Enough!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.